After every few steps, they run out of breath. A life confined to a radius of few meters. A single breath becomes a fight for survival. Millions of people across India are at present living in such physical conditions. The fortunate ones are dead. They are the victims of an incurable disease, an illness attributed to a deadly occupational disease called silicosis. A deadly disease claiming lives of many young unsuspecting workers in India. Silicosis is a lung disease afflicting the workers exposed to silica dust. The grinding of the stone releases fine particles of crystalline silica in the air. As the workers inhale the dust-filled air, the silica in the dust enters their lungs only to settle there permanently. Working in such deadly environment on daily basis gradually takes its toll on the workers. Once afflicted, the end is inevitable. Even if the worker leaves his occupation, the disease never leaves him. The lungs gradually gets weakened and are not able to perform their normal functions until the body gives up. The level of silica dust is very high in industries that involve stone grinding, ceramic, construction, foundry, stone carving, quartz crushing, refractory, glass industry, cement factories, power plants, and various mines. Workers working in these industries are at risk of contracting silicosis. What makes silicosis a deadly disease is it is asymptomatic in initial stage. This makes it all the more difficult to get the precise diagnosis done. As the initial symptoms of silicosis appear, it is often too late. Coughing, fever, chest pain, and difficulty in breathing signals the onset of silicosis. But the diagnosis is often misguided in case of silicosis.
The kind of opacities that we see on X-rays in silicosis, they are quite similar to those that we encounter in patients suffering from tuberculosis. So many of the times what happens that these radiological opacities, they are being confused with tuberculosis. So many of the times the diagnosis gets delayed.
From a worker to a victim, the journey is swift. As the lungs weaken, the immunity goes down, making one prone to opportunist infection like tuberculosis. Many workers also contract silico-TB. Just 80 kilometers from Vadodara in Gujarat is the city of Khambhat. Khambhat is an old town with a flourishing industry of agate grinding. Agate is an attractive stone that beautifies ornaments and jewelry. It has astrological significance of a long and a prosperous life. But what about the workers who give it shape and polish? At Shakkarpur near Khambhat, one often comes across such sights. These are the agate workers polishing the agate stone. The polishing and grinding technique has more or less been the same since years. But this old technique brings the workers directly in contact with the silica dust. Years of exposure to silica dust has rendered many workers to be the victim of silicosis. At Shakkarpur, almost every house has one or more of their family members succumb to silicosis. Lack of awareness about silicosis has entire family wiped out by this slow and degenerated disease.
जब मैं शादी करके यहाँ आई तो मैंने बहुत लोगों को यानी मैंने मरते देखा है, ऐसी तरह से मरते देखा है नहीं कि उनको खून पड़ता था। जो भी किसी सिलिकोसिस वाले थे, जितने भी पीड़ित, तो उनको बहुत खून पड़ता और ऐसी उनकी मौत हुई है ना कि हमसे देखा नहीं जाता था।
The silica dust rising from the agate grinding spreads in air and settles on the unsuspecting persons who are in the vicinity of the workplace. A silicosis victim is a living dead body. Often misdiagnosed as tuberculosis, the victim is often treated for TB. With no respite from the TB treatment, the condition of the patient only deteriorates.
The first thing is the history that patient has been exposed to silica dust. First, we have to look into that part. Once we come to know that there is a history of exposure to silica dust, then the most important investigation is chest X-ray. Chest X-ray is something which tells us, because there is a very typical radiological patterns which suggests silicosis in those patients who are exposed to silica dust.
When a simple X-ray with occupational history of a patient is enough to diagnose silicosis, then why there are no reliable data of silicosis victims?
Why we don't have data? The root cause is we don't diagnose. And even if we are diagnosing, the medical officers or medical practitioners are not notifying it to the government authority, and therefore reliable data is not generated. Diagnosis is not done for various reasons, because of lack of awareness among workers, lack of awareness and knowledge among the doctors, and to some extent because it is a political issue. It is a conflict prone area, and some may like to be away from this conflict.
પાટિયા ઉપર મણી બને, લોહી બને, ગિલોડા બને, ગોલ એટમ બધી બને.
Even the patients like Mustafa Gulbhai are not sure of the disease they are infected with.
મને આ ભાઈ અમુક જણા કહે છે સિલિકોસ છે, અમુક જણા કહે છે ટીબી છે. કોઈ સાચું બતલાડતા નથી. આપણે આ શકરપુર કઈ સત્તા આપણી? એ તઈ મને સિલિકોસનું બતલાડ્યું. સરકારી દવાખાનામાં કહે છે તમને સિલિકોસ છે જ નહીં. ને મેં 40 વર્ષ કામ કરેલું છે જૂનું.
So, what is the solution of this disease?
As far as this question is concerned, I would say that I would start by saying that as far as the diseases like silicosis are concerned, prevention is always better than cure, because as I mentioned earlier, this is not a curable disease. It's a permanent damage, not a reversible kind of a thing. So prevention is more important.
Prevention is better than cure, but it is easier said than done. Though silicosis is incurable, it is very much preventable. The government did provide machines that claimed of reducing silica dust, but was it effective?
ના એવું તો કશું નથી સાહેબ, કઈ એવું મશીન છે? આપેલું મશીન એ પણ ફેલ ગયા. સરકારે આપેલા મશીન પણ એ ફેલ ગયા મશીનો. જે મશીન ઉપર કામ કરતા હતા એમને પણ એ બીમારી લાગી.
A silicosis victim is not the only one to suffer from the disease. As it strikes the wage earner of the family, it is often the family that also suffers along with the victim. An impoverished family is often unable to meet the medical expense of the treatment and are often forced to either sell their land or incur a debt. With time, even the relatives withdraw their support and the family members are left to fend for themselves. In such cases, the family members are vulnerable to exploitation.
રસ્તામાં ઊભા રાખીને પૂછે એવું બોલે તો એક વખત તોય મેં એક ભાઈને તો મેં કહી દીધું કે મેં કહું ભાઈ મારે ઘરમાં તકલીફ છે તને કંઈથી ખબર છે કે મને તકલીફ છે મને કશું તકલીફ નહીં કેમ કે મને તો તકલીફ બહુ હતી પણ સામેવાળાને તો આપણે મજબૂરી ના બતાવે કેમ કે કોઈ ફાયદો ઉઠાઈ જાય એટલે મેં કહ્યું કે ભાઈ મને તકલીફ છે અને મારી મજબૂરી હું જાણું છું તારે મારી મજબૂરીનું કંઈ પ્રશ્ન ઉઠાવવાની જરૂર નહીં હું મારા ઘરનું ચલાવી લઈશ ને મારે તાર ઘેર આવું તો કે એ લાલુભાઈ મારા ભાઈબંધ હતા મને બધી ખબર છે ને આમને તેમ તે વખતે હું જવાન હતી એટલે લોકો અમુક અમુક એવી વાતો કરે તો મેં કહ્યું કે ભાઈ જો તું આવી રીતે મને રસ્તામાં ના ઊભી રાખીશ મારે કાંઈ કોઈની જરૂર નહીં.
In many cases, due to lack of employment opportunities, the workers are forced to take the same job that has destroyed their family members.
तो वो कोई भी काम उसको मिलता नहीं है तो घर के बैठ के यही काम उसके लिए खंबात में ये काम के सिवा कोई काम भी नहीं है. खंबात में इतनी बेकारी है ना कि औरतें यूँ कहती हैं कि अब मरने से तो अच्छा है ना भूखे मरने से तो अच्छा है ना कि काम करके मरे.
The families don't approve of the marriage alliance if the prospective son-in-law is an agate worker because a silicosis victim often dies at a young age. A life of a silicosis patient, to say the least, is a living hell. Sikandar is just like any other worker who joined as an agate grinding worker. 20 years of working as an agate grinder, he is a patient of silicosis. His life is connected to an oxygen cylinder, even when he has to visit a toilet.
ન એટલે ફ્રેશ લાગે નહીં કરાતું ત્રીજે દિવસ આ બોટલ મારે લાવવી જ પડે એક દિવસના 100 રૂપિયા મારે જીવાડવાનો ખર્ચ વધુ બોલાય નહીં પહેલાં ચલીને જાવ તો ચલાતું નહીં આ બહાર નીકળે બેસાડ્યો બાકી ચલાવતું નહીં તરત હોફી જવાય બેઠા બેઠા સાહેબ
ટોયલેટ તો ઘરમાં છે
હા ઘરમાં પાઇપ લઈને જ જવાનું એક જણને બહાર ઊભા રાખવાનો ઓક્સિજન નહીં કાઢવાનું
ઓક્સિજન નીકળતો જ નહીં ટૂંકમાં
ઓક્સિજન કાઢવું એટલે ઢીલો ઢ
Sadly, just a few days later, Sikandar lost his battle against silicosis. The grim scenario is no different at Thangad in Gujarat, a place known for the ceramic work. It has around 300 to 400 ceramic units churning out beautiful sanitary ware and snuffing out lives. The workers in the ceramic industries are exposed to silica dust particles arising from the glaze, a different occupation from agate, but same disease. Bharatbhai Parmar was once a worker in ceramic unit before he contracted silicosis. Today, his health does not permit him to do any work that could help him support his family of 6 members. The employers never reveal the side effects of glazing that could lead to silicosis. And strangely, there are no efforts from government to spread the message.
ના એવું કારખાનાની અંદર અમારે શું સાહેબ કારખાનાની અંદર કોઈ શેઠિયાએ કોઈ બી એમ નથી કીધું કે મોટા અમારેથી ઉપરી હોય માણસો એને અમને એમ નથી કીધું કે તમે આ ગલેજ કામ છે આ ડસ્ટ ઉડે છે તમને ભવિષ્યમાં નુકસાન કરશે પછી અમારી કોઈ તપાસ માટે કોઈ માણસો આવ્યું સાહેબ શેઠિયા લોકોએ કોઈ બોલાયા નથી ક્યાંય પછી થોડોક ટાઈમ કામ કરી તો એકબીજાના અરસ વરસ ના પાડી દે એટલે અમે બીજા કારખાનામાં જુદી જુદી જગ્યાએ કામ કરવાનું હોય.
તમે કેટલા કારખાનામાં કામ કર્યું?
હું 5-6 કારખાનાની અંદર મેં કામ કર્યું.
અને સરકારી માણસોએ તમને કઈ માહિતી આપી?
ના, કોઈ માહિતી આપી જ નથી.
Dinesh Bhai's father was also a victim of silicosis.
હા, મારા પિતાજી જ હતા. એમને શ્વાસની તકલીફ હતી. એમને મયુર સિરામિકમાં આ કામ કરતા અને ઘણા વર્ષોથી કામ કર્યા અને એમને શ્વાસની તકલીફ હતી અને પછી મારા કાકા હતા એમને એ જ કામ કરતા હતા, આ જ વસ્તુ, એ ગ્લેજ કામ. હાલમાં બીજા અત્યારે ઘણા છે કે જેને આને અસર છે, એની દવા ચાલુ છે. આપણે મહેન્દ્રભાઈ, ખુશાલભાઈ.
He belongs to a second generation of ceramic workers to be affected by silicosis, and yet to make the ends meet, his family members have now joined the same occupation.
કામ કરવાથી જ આ બધાને અસર પડે. આ સિરામિક આ મોલમાં જાય છે, આપણે મોલ આવે ને એમાં છોકરી એમાં જાય છે અડધો દિવસ અને ઘરના સિરામિકમાં જ જાય છે.
તમારા ઘરના જે જાય છે એમને તકલીફ નહીં થાય?
હવે તો અત્યારે તો કાંઈ દેખાતું નથી પણ હવે પછી થશે ખરું ને. હવે શું કરું સાહેબ આમાં હાલ?
With the untimely demise of the breadwinner, the family is suddenly faced with the prospect of making a living for themselves. Mittal had graduated from college when she lost her father to silicosis. The loss of her father has ruined her dreams and left the family directionless with a debt of over $1,500.
હજી એમના બધા પ્રસંગ મૂકીને વયા ગયા, ઘર ખાલી થઈ ગયું, બધું જિમ્મેદારી ભાઈ ઉપર આવી ગઈ અને પપ્પા જેમ કે પપ્પા જેવું તો ના થાય ને, ગમે તેવું હોય એમ કે ગમે એટલે સારી રીતના રાખે છે, બધી એમને શું કહેવાય ખોટ સારે છે પણ તોય તે એમની જેવું તો ના જ થાય ને.
At Jhalod in Gujarat, the victims are the workers engaged in quartz crushing industries. There are many quartz crushing units at Godhra and Balasinor. Many workers from Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan have fallen prey to silicosis while working in these industries. Kamila was happily married till she fell prey to silicosis. She was kicked out by her in-laws and today she is living at her father's place.
We have also seen that if a person dies of silicosis, then his wife, a widow, would be kicked out of the house by the in-laws. We have also seen the orphans, the small children who have lost both their parents in silicosis. Then they are at the mercy of foster parents, and foster parents don't give them good treatment. So they also face stigma and discrimination. So at different levels, different people face this stigma and discrimination by the society.
Subhash lost his 3 brothers and 2 sister-in-laws to silicosis. His mother narrates her plight of raising the family.
3 છોકરા ગુજરી ગયા. હા, એ આપણે મંગુ, પછી ભરત, પછી સૈલો. હા, એમાં હું યો માંદો એક ટળી ગયું. બાળકો એક આપણે જલમ થાય ને 5 દાડાની છોરી મોટી કરી, એક ઇતરૂક મને વરહ નહીં પણ અહીં નાના હતા. પેલા મોટા ભરતના હે ને બેહત હતા ને ગુજરી ગઈ.
The Sirohi district in Rajasthan has its own tales to be told. The workers of Sirohi district are well known for making beautiful temples and statues of gods and goddesses. The very persons who craft the stone to give the form of gods when afflicted with silicosis are ignored and neglected by their own employers and even gods. This is the cruel irony played out on the workers. Ramila has 5 children to feed as her husband is no more. He died of silicosis.
मूर्ति बनाव तो मारा आदमी पे बीमार हो जो पेशेंट मौत हो जो ने 4-5 साल मौत रह जो पेशेंट ने
She says he remained sick for 4 years before he passed away. This small hut is their only place of dwelling, and she is hardly able to provide for 2 meals. There are more than 1,000 confirmed cases of silicosis in Sirohi district. Gangabai lost her husband to silicosis. As much as she wants the compensation, she says she does not have any papers to claim that her husband was an artisan who was making statues.
पत्रकार काम करता कई काम करता मूर्ति काम करता बीमार था यानी मैं सिलिकोसिस डायरी नहीं रही मन ध्यान है ही नहीं रही सिलिकोसिस बीमारी मैं तो बीमारी में पड़ी हो बस कारण मैं कोई करावी है नहीं कागज बीजा डायरी करावी है नहीं मैंने कौन पिया मले मैं काने माता सोरा मारो मोटा करवा सबने वैसा मले मन मलवा सही जी मैं काने माता मैं घर से लावा मारे बच्चा नैन का है जो को आधा जोर करो मना पैसा देना है.
She has a young son to take care of, but her plea for compensation may never be materialized. Legally, silicosis victims are entitled to compensation. Though there are laws in place to protect laborers and workers, the laws remain on paper and are hardly implemented. Many deaths are not even recognized as silicosis. Even if they are diagnosed with silicosis, the patient faces a daunting task of completing paperwork and procedures necessary for claiming the compensation. With no knowledge and no one to guide them, it becomes a big hurdle in getting compensation. Many workers are unaware of such compensation being paid to silicosis victims. There are a handful of organizations that are working for the silicosis victims and are committed to bring about a change in the scenario. Occupational and Environment Health Network India, OHNI, is a network of victims groups, trade unions, civil society groups, and other labor groups across India. The mission of OHNI is to work for overall improvement of health and safety at the workplace through information, education, and advocacy. Members of OHNI are working on the issues of silicosis in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, West Bengal, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. The NGOs approached National Human Rights Commission with complaints in confirmed cases of death due to silicosis. Acting on the complaints, NHRC organized diagnosis camps, measured silica in air, sent spot inquiry committees, and based on the reports, passed recommendations to the state government for compensations. In Gujarat, People's Training and Research Center PTRC is one such organization that has been working at the grassroots level amongst the agate workers of Khambat region. For the past 2 decades, PTRC is spreading awareness about this deadly disease and handling cases that have helped change the government policies.
In last 20 years, because of our consistent efforts, Government of Gujarat Health Department has started diagnosis of silicosis at local level. Government of Gujarat came up with a scheme to pay relief of rupees 1 lakh to the victim families, and this whole industry was unorganized, so it has started moving from unorganized to organized sector slowly.
Thanks to the dedicated work of the organization, today many families have received compensation and are now guiding their life out of poverty. In response to the complaint of 236 deaths in Madhya Pradesh due to silicosis, NHRC directed Government of Gujarat to pay more than $4,000 as compensation to the victim's family. A public interest litigation in 2006 on silicosis is still going on in the Supreme Court. Couple of state governments have taken positive steps in direction of offering compensations to the silicosis victims.
In case of Rajasthan, the Human Rights Commission recommended state government to pay compensation of rupees 3 lakhs. In Haryana, the policy is to pay rupees 5,000 per month to all those who are suffering from silicosis till they die. So you give them alternate employments, you give them monthly payments and so on. So Government of Gujarat is yet to come up with this policy.
The Gujarat government only provides compensation to the deceased silicosis patient, and that too only to the agate workers of unorganized sector. Why are the workers of organized sector, who also pose equal threat of contracting silicosis, are not considered for compensation? The organizations are demanding compensation for the surviving victims who can at least afford the treatment. Mukesh Mahalia was a ceramic worker in Thangad who contracted silicosis. He is one of the few workers to get compensation from Employees State Insurance Corporation. His efforts for compensation paid off, and today he receives a pension of around $60 a month. However, the victims feel that the compensation offered is not enough to support their families.
मेरे बच्चों के लिए मेरे को चिंता है। मेरे 3 बच्चे हैं, वो भी छोटे छोटे, एक तो पढ़ने के लिए जाता है और दो तो घर पे ही रहते हैं, क्योंकि वो छोटे हैं, पढ़ने लायक नहीं है, तो उसका खर्चा कौन दे। मेरे को 2 लाख मिले थे, पर उसमें से मेरे रोज महीने का 3,000 की तो दवा आती है, और मेरे बच्चों के लिए उससे क्या मेरे को फायदा हुआ।
But is compensation answer to silicosis? Why is there no mechanism in place to stop this disease? Silicosis in today's time is a shame. Despite years of fight against this disease, it is still prevalent and continues to claim its victims. From ignoring silicosis to acknowledging the disease and paying out compensations by the government, the efforts of the organization has paved the way for the movement to progress. Recently, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan has shown keen interest in the prevention of silicosis by meeting 4-member delegation of Mine Labour Protection Campaign. After years of crusade, the voices against silicosis are now heard loud and clear. Loud enough to take action and clear enough to empathize with the plight of the workers. But will the voices be heard to elicit any concrete and permanent action from the government? The question remains to be answered.